Hello, I'm TamBoTC channel.
It was 60 years ago.
I don't care about your 60 years. Let me skip. Let me skip, please. Because I want to talk Godzilla. Please.
That was when Godzilla first appeared.
So I guess this is
Godzilla may not have been fast on his feet.
by the way, this is one of the worst Godzilla games.
Was undeniable.
Also, I'll just tell you, oops, what the heck did I press that? Wait a minute, I want to go to the main menu because I don't care about this part. Are you sure you want to go? Yes, why not? Alright. Oh my goodness, why? But, this is one of the worst Godzilla games. There's so many better Godzilla games. Basically, I guess this is a like,
it was 60 years ago.
A concern, like a show of concern. I'm sorry. But I wanted to talk about, like, what it is that attract people to Godzilla movies. I saw Jeremy Johns. Shut up.
Godzilla may not have been fast on his feet, but the threat he posed to mankind was undeniable.
I saw Jeremy Johns and Chris Stuckman rate these. They didn't really give them great ratings. The new Godzilla. Even Jeremy himself went to saying that it was better than the,
You know that Godzilla's claws...
But, like, Chris Stuckman asked, like, what do people look for in a Godzilla movie? And Jeremy Johns went as far as saying the 2014 Godzilla was better.
We also have it on record that he used his oversized upper
body
to charge
There's a video, too, that you
target.
can find on Shin's Godzilla and versus Godzilla 2014, where this guy fights, like, he's a real jerk about it, too, for, like, why 2014 Godzilla is better, and there's a guy that replies to him with using Shin Godzilla and why that one is actually better. I wish I knew what the channels were, but I feel like the second channel, the one Shin Godzilla, definitely, mostly because it's a response video, he's able to take whatever problems and faults that the first guy said and debunk them. But I'm not here to talk about that crud, so forget it. And I own Shin Godzilla, and I enjoyed parts of the 2014, but I don't think it's that great. First off, the human characters are super boring. Godzilla's barely seen, and the only good scene was where his fire breath down the other monster's throat, which is the other problem. What the heck even were the other monsters? They're probably newer monsters that were introduced, but you barely know or care about them. Now, oh, that's right, Godzilla needs to turn really weird. Watch Angry Joe's review of this game, and I already made a video on this game being part of... Oh, there's a wall there, just realized. What am I looking for? Something right here. Ah, it's this thing. Break it. But, what do people... What I want to answer is, what do people look for in a Godzilla movie, as well as my concerns for? First off, I am concerned about, like, the human characters.
Godzilla returned to
what I'm hearing, they're probably not that great, especially compared to, the 2014 one. I'm sorry, I'm sounding like Jeff Goldblum and saying, a bunch. I kind of do that, and I'm very sorry. But when it comes to when Godzilla started, he was based around... Alright, I want to check what stinking monsters they have. So, it started out being based around nuclear warfare and the use of nukes and damaging the environment, and Godzilla was kind of retaliation of Mother Nature, attacking back at mankind for what it did. Okay, free play. Oh, I don't can't do it. Okay, what about this mode? Oh, I don't want... Oh, that's right. I was thinking I had to restart, basically. So we have original 1964 Godzilla, and we got 2014. So let's do this. Kaiju figures used in the diorama. Gauge. So, yeah. Okay. But what do people look for? Do they look for the political satire that like Jeremy Johns was talking about, and Chris Stuckman, or do they look for the action? Actually, I think it's Chris Stuckman that said this mostly. Or do they look for the action monster on monster? Well, it's kind of hard to say but I think it leans more towards monster on monster. And they said something like Japan likes the political satire parts, where America likes just the action parts, the monster on monster. And I don't know if I'm like, it's kind of weird because, yes, I'm American and I'm saying that that is the part, but I would like to know if that is true. Does Japan truly think that the political satire is the best part? The political satire is part, and most of the Japanese Godzillas, which are the best, by the way, better than the American versions, are the ones that lean more towards the action, rather than the American ones. The American ones are actually the opposite, where it's more the human side, like, maybe not very good with the political satire crud. I really don't care about that stuff. But every single movie after that became Godzilla versus this and Godzilla versus that. It's always been sort of something like that. Yes, there's human elements in between, but they could range from various different things. So let's play this dink. And guess what? Ow! Oh, it's Baby Mothra. Can't wait to see Baby Mothra. Or grown-up Mothra. This game's so unbalanced. It's ridiculous. There's no way of protecting yourself, is there? Get out of here, Mothra. But I mostly think they're looking towards monsters. They went, like, versus mode. And Godzilla did become more of the Guardian later on, instead of, like, the destroying monster. So it's really hard to say, like, which one it is, and I'm literally asking you guys which one you think it is. It's like Chris Stuckman, please give me the answer. But I'm just gonna throw my thought out there anyways, just because this is just my kind of perspective on it. I think it's about the monsters nowadays. It's fine to do other different approaches. Oh my goodness. Stop. Did he... This game is unbalanced as crud. I can't defend by that stuff, by the way. That's the dumb part. Angry Joe already went over the balancing issue in this. Alright, we'll give this, we'll give the Godzilla 1964 a chance. I just recently watched the 1964 version. Oh crud, this dink. I don't like this dink. Can't remember which. There's also a nice big Godzilla sale going on, so you guys can check that out. That's awesome. I remember it's a stand. Definitely wrong. But yeah, I think it's more the action around that is gone. It's more focused on game versus on Yep. Wow, how unbalanced this crud is. Let's try the top Godzilla. But, remember when my the worst video came out and I can somehow beat other players? I have no clue how I did that in that kind of battle. Oh! Yeah! By the way, my favorite Godzilla monster is Gigan. But my first Godzilla movie that I saw was, well, what you're kind of seeing done here. Godzilla vs. Mecha. But I hope it makes it in a movie as well as Gigan. That'll be awesome. Now, of course, they're building up to thinking, King Kong versus Godzilla. Get on. Oh, come on. Update. Oh, crud. Rainbow Vision. No. Tell me what your favorite monster is to the Godzilla series. And if you agree that it's more monster-based, this was basically all they had to say. Yeah. This video is also in dedication to Godzilla. Oh crap, he's got a darn shield. Godzilla, no! Get out of there. Fire when I use it. So, might actually use it. Haha. Yeah, what do you think of that? I can't walk. Yeah. Ta-da! Oh, we made it. Oh, crud. I don't like fighting this guy either. I don't like fighting any of them. No, 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 no. That's why. Crud. Come on, charge quickly. Come on, try and get me. Ha ha ha. There's gonna be an invisible wall behind me, isn't there? Yep, I'm about to hit it. Guess what? Oh. Close enough. What was that? Uh-oh, here comes. Stop hitting me! No! Dang. Game over, yeah. Almost had him. But I don't know how much time they give you with those things. God, destruction. So they have tons of characters in this, by the way. Invade, defend. Humanity as an ally kaiju. Invade another kaiju. Go ashore. Okay, tutorial, rankings, data entries, don't care. Yeah. That's oh my god. Kaiju guide. View the kaiju guide, which I can't do. And everybody's favorite diorama mode. Oh my goodness, diorama mode, why? So you can pick, yay, kill me. I thought we had, I have, King Ghidorah, Godzilla, Burning Godzilla, Destroyer, Jet Jaguar, Mothra. Let's do King Ghidorah. Oh wait, we can kind of recreate. Okay. Alright, we can kind of recreate the scene, but I don't give a crud because this sucks. Alright. I'm done with this game. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me what you think. I think that it's mostly towards monsters. Kind of disappointed in myself not having more to say. I just mostly wanted to say that I think it's more towards the monsters because they started making more like versus movies, and it was mostly about the monsters eventually, and people were there to see the monsters. The monsters were the best parts. And I understand the humans being dumb, but that's not to say there wasn't dumb human characters in previous Godzilla movies, or boring ones. And when you think of it, like the first Godzilla film in America sucked so bad. It was mostly focused on humans, and they made Godzilla look like a wimp. It was really dumb. He was just like a regular animal. He wasn't like a guardian or anything cool. I can at least give the 2014 one that. It's getting close. And I feel like the look of the new one is close. The reason this is a show of concern, though, is because there are some critics that I do love, like mostly YouTube critics. I don't care about any other critics, to be honest. None on Rotten Tomatoes or Metacritic, none of those. But when it comes to some of my favorite YouTube critics, I'm worried how this movie will turn out. And it's funny because they're saying the monster parts are great. They're very visually stunning, and the action looks really fun and awesome. But then they get to the human characters, and that they're like part of the from point A to B situation of getting the monsters from here to there just to fight one another. But I'm just looking forward to monsters fighting one another. Godzilla monsters, to be specific. So yeah, I can't wait. I definitely want to see this movie. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's just very colorful, very action-packed, very beautiful in its own destructive way. I can't wait to see what it has to offer even after that. I'm surprised the stinking Godzilla in the Godzilla universe, everyone isn't already dead. Because, like, there's been so many fights that it's like, so many people must have died. At least in Godzilla's case, it makes sense why everything gets destroyed, and Godzilla is thanked for it. Because he is kind of an animal, but he's not portrayed entirely like an animal. You can't blame a giant animal for destruction. You can't sue him. Doesn't know any better. But when it comes to Superman, he knows better, and that's what makes him look dumb. So, yeah, and I actually wanted to really talk in detail, too. For a future video, let me know, too, on Man of Steel, and just Superman in general, as well as Batman, and Batman in general. Because of some of the new stuff going on with them. I even want to bring up something about how Shazam is just a better Man of Steel, which is funny to say. And I don't entirely agree with Joe's ranking system, and it's his own personal ranking system, even though he's bragging about how it's the definitive one. It is not the definitive one, that is for sure. I also think, like, Superman v Batman was put in a pretty dumb spot along with Justice League, because I can at least deal with Justice League. I cannot deal with Superman v Batman or Batman v Superman. That movie was so torturous. It's so bad. Justice League is really bad, but I can deal with that kind of really bad. I could not deal with Batman v Superman. Don't even get me started on, like, if you watch the deluxe version or whatever, the extended edition of that movie, it drags on. And Lex Luthor is, like, the worst part of that movie. There's only, like, one good part. The CGI is bad. The fight that they're actually trying to lead up to, which the title's based on, barely even happens. And Justice League has quite a lot of problems, but I can at least watch it without going completely insane and gouging my eyes out. It's still really bad. I'm not trying to give it any kind of favors, but in comparison, if I was locked in a room and had to watch one, and I'd probably die watching both of them either way, I'd probably die a more slower, painful death during Batman v Superman than I would Justice League. Justice League would be quick and over. Put me out of my misery, please! But that's basically what I'm saying. So, I hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless, even though this was a bad game. I am going to do another bad game, by the way, Worst of the Worst. If you guys are looking forward to it, I'm going to do Metal Gear Survive, because it is one of the worst of the worst. And by the way, I wanted to do some talk on Death Stranding, too, because I'm looking forward to that. I have some videos planned as well. I have some Versus videos, more Valdron videos, a top list of my favorite YouTubers, so you get to know, like, what kind of stuff I watch on YouTube, what I like to watch and keep up on. I don't know if I have my likes and such, as well as I'll even, it'll be kind of like promoting those channels and helping them out in a way, as well as some other YouTubers that I have talked to quite a bit, such as Epic Gaming, but I'll get to him when I get to him in that video, as well as a couple others. So there's that. Also, actually, I'll just mention it in my whenever I do my Death Stranding video, but I have a couple of videos planned. I have a couple of reviews planned as well. I'm going to do Rage 2 and Sekiro. They're going to be late reviews, but I don't mind, and I want to do more Show Concern and read-along. So I hope you guys look forward to those and enjoy. I want to keep up to date to that stuff. Get back into the editing that I did with a video that's sadly no longer on my channel set, which was probably my best edited work, to be honest. But if I can get back into that groove, since I have my computer up and running again, as well as to do more fun things with like friends and such, then I can do that instead of this boring mess that you're watching right now. I'm sorry that I'm still stuck on the same screen. Kind of the reason why is because I don't really want to save this. But I guess I have to. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Continue diorama mode. No. I want to get out of diorama mode. Oh boy. But, anyways. Is there any way to quit? No, there isn't. I hope you guys enjoyed this nonetheless. I'll see you guys on the next episode of whatever comes up next. It really depends on how things go. The versus battles, I guess I'll just keep those a secret so that when they come out, people will be kind of surprised by what they are versus who and what. So, I'll see you then. Like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments below. When you do subscribe, hit the notifications bell to keep up to date with the videos that go up, and I'll see you next time. Bye.